But before we dive into that, can you just give an overview of what is being solved for?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're really helping illuminate an individual's capacity to lead under pressure and with complexity. And so instead of just a personality assessment, like are you an introvert, are you an extrovert, we're actually evaluating how you're likely going to think, behave, and act under pressure and with more complexity. So that's really appropriate and important for startup leaders in particular.
No, that I think that would make a lot of sense. Like, can't handle can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen type of situation for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But, and we do that, we have kind of 6 different areas within that we focus on, and coachability is one of them. We also look at emotional resilience, what we call purposeful agility, your ability to pivot while, holding the big picture in mind, team climate IQ. So we have a number of ways that we're actually grounding, what we mean by leadership capacity.
And you'd mentioned it, and I'm going to butcher it because it's been a couple weeks since we spoke. But you talked about like leadership science, or is that
Vertical
the
development?
what is it called?
Well, so we the body of work that is underpins our system of analysis is vertical development science, and it's a body of about 40 years of psychological research and then organizational psychology. Um, we I could pull in some researcher names like Cook Schroeder, and others, but basically it's looking at what I said before of like the ability of a person to um, grow in their ability to hold complexity and to work under pressure over time. And and so one of those, just to give a quick anecdote, so the coachability piece that you and I have been talking about a little more deeply. So when someone is kind of higher in their ability, their coachability score, if you will, in our assessment and our approach, they are likely going to be able to hold a lot of different feedback or systems in place while keeping themselves in as one component of that system rather than being the focal point of the system. So when you're earlier in your developmental patterns, you tend to self identify as the main focus of the system. And so often when people give you feedback or give you constructive feedback on your business, you might take it personally because
Mm.
you're not really as objective about, the system itself and then seeing yourself and that feedback in the context of a larger system.
Maybe just translating to an employer employee type of situation. If you're getting feedback about the project or your code, it's not necessarily your code. And maybe also this could be something to look out for when you're giving feedback, when you incorporate some of this thought process and methodologies. Like when I try to review people's code, it's like I don't say your code or
Yeah.
these kind of things. I say the code of the project needs to get optimized. Like these are the reasons why we need to make these changes versus your code.